kind of afraid of heights, so this might be a little scary.
This is really cool. This is a lot cooler than I thought it was going to be, honestly. Hello from our last day in Glacier. So it's still pretty smoky, but it's so beautiful. We don't really have a plan for today. We're gonna head up to Logan Pass and see if we can get a parking spot because we still want to hike part of Highline at least. But just besides that, that's really all we're gonna plan on, you know. Otherwise we're just gonna drive around and pull off when we can because it's just really, it's so beautiful here, honestly. It's probably one of our favorite national parks. Favorite?
Yeah, I would say favorite.
Favorite so far, but we only have like 4 done, so we'll see. Honestly, the Going to the Sun road, which is the main road that drives all the way through Glacier, I don't think that I could ever get tired of being the passenger on it. It's so beautiful, like every single turn, even when you're down below like the mountain range and driving through the forest, it's just beautiful. So we got a spot at Logan Pass.
Somehow.
It only took us 10 minutes of circling and then stalking someone to their car.
Yeah.
So
and then we became best friends with the people at that spot we found. And so
because they
it
gave
all
us a
worked
parking
out.
spot.
And they came here at 4:30 in the morning, which is probably what we should have done since we're here at
10.
I won't tell you what. I'll tell them what time we.
But we're gonna do some of the Highline Trail. It's still like smoky, and then we'll see what else we do today.
I'm kind of afraid of heights, so this might be a little scary.
So the first part of the trail, like the first third of it or so, is this very like drop-off-esque part of the trail. They have this like garden hose you can put onto, but it just is a straight drop down. So kind of cool. We've been on the trail just a little bit, but this is such a great view. Like, no matter the weather, I feel like this would be an awesome view. You're just walking along this side of this mountain, but then you have a view of the whole entire side of that mountain and the road below, which is so cool. It's really not, like, you definitely have enough space, so it doesn't feel like you're gonna fall off, and there's that rope to hold on to. So I think you should try it, even if you're afraid of heights. What do you think, Mr. Afraid of Heights?
So it's really not that bad. The fact that you have something to hold on to at least, I think, kind of gives it more grace. I've been on some other trails where it's just like, or even roads, like where you just don't have a ledge or anything, so.
Just like,
this is an awesome trail. I think this is probably one of the best trails that you can do in the whole park. We were looking down yesterday, or looking up yesterday, and we could see people doing it. It's really cool.
Like little dots, little ants crawling along the side of the mountain.
Yeah, side of this ledge of the mountain.
So we're about a mile into the trail, and we're definitely more in like a foresty side of it. It's still pretty sharp drop down, but it's not the rocky gravel stuff. I think we're gonna go about another mile or so and see how the views are. We're starting to lose like a lot of the valley down there, but these views are still amazing, like absolutely still worth it. I'm so glad we actually still came to Glacier. We had like a fleeting thought of, oh, should we skip it? But I'm very glad that we still came because it has been absolutely worth it. Like everything we've done has been so beautiful.
And man, this is just, it's crazy because like people start to thin out because at some point you kind of have to turn around and make the decision to hike back that way. You initially make a climb down though, which means you have to climb back up. Alright, so we stopped here for lunch. It's this perfect little bench, like it's like a rock bench on the side of the mountain.
And our view, even with the smoke, is amazing, but I can't even imagine how great it is without the smoke.
I'm enjoying a nice little Mott's without a spoon.
We're about to head back down because it's about 1:20. We've come 2 miles into Highline, which has been awesome, like absolutely worth it. So we're gonna head back down and then head out to pick up our dog. Little Ella.
She had a sleepover.
Yeah, she did a sleepover last night at the daycare she's been loving. So we're gonna go pick her up, and it's about a 2-hour drive from here. So. Okay.
All right, everyone. We just finished the whole Highline Trail.
In 3 hours.
No.
We did about 4.5 miles of it. It's really beautiful. Like we said, we stopped when we couldn't really see the mountains anymore because of the smoke, but really great hike. I'm so glad that we decided to come out here and do this.
Yeah, beautiful day.
Yeah.
Beautiful hike.
Yeah, there's just a little bit of elevation up and down, but nothing too constant or terrible, so pretty easy.
So we're getting ready to head back to the car. Thinking about selling our parking spot. That's how rare they are when I say that. So be sure to get here early or, get lucky. All right, we just arrived at the Red Rock Trailhead, and it's just a little pull off on the side. It's usually, it's an easy hike, or it's not even really a hike. It's like a little boardwalk.
Yeah.
It's just like a small step down, and you can just see over the river. It
is ADA accessible, so anyone can do this trail. They also created this because of the damage that was caused to the trail and trees from it being so popular. But you get to walk down to this beautiful creek. The rocks are red, as the name says.
Red Rock Trail.
And then the water is really teal, so the colors mixing together is extremely beautiful. Bumping bills today. This is really cool. This is a lot cooler than I thought it was going to be, honestly. It's just a little pull off on the side of the road. There's like, 10 parking spaces or something? But you walk down that little path and then you can climb down the rocks here. And it's really beautiful.
So we're down by the water and it's really shallow and the rocks are like really sharp edged, but like really easily to just kind of like
walk across,
yeah.
And there's people swimming and jumping in, and it just is a really nice little place. We got parking almost immediately, and well, I'd say definitely add this to your glacier list, just to do a quick little stop at Red Rock.
Alright, so we couldn't leave without going back to the Huckleberry Patch.
This is the same place that we went last time when we got the pie and milkshake, and it is so good. Like, this is a double, and it was only $4, but it's so much ice cream, and the Huckleberry is so good. You really cannot come to Montana without like gorging yourself on Huckleberry.
So we got some Huckleberry ice cream and some cookies and cream. This thing is literally getting ready to tip over, so we're gonna dive in.